Everything just changed for the Toronto Blue Jays as we have a brutal update as it pertains to Max Scherzer. A brand new update has come out. Max Scherzer has spoken out about his injury. We're going to break that down and discuss what it means going forward as this changes a lot for the Jays starting rotation. We're going to break that down as well as discuss some new updates as it pertains to both injuries as well as spring training in general for the Jays as we are now a bit over a week away from opening day. But before we get into it, if you're part of the percentage who aren't subscribed to the channel, this is the place to be for daily Jays content. Your support has been absolutely fantastic. If you want to help us towards our goal of 17,000 subscribers, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Ladies and gentlemen, ton to go over today. Now, we obviously know that the Jays are in a very intriguing spot within their team. We know that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. pending free agent. I had a video on that earlier today. We know Hector Gomez came out, talked about how the Jays are going to be pursuing an extension with Vladdy, all these different things. However, something that has kind of been flying under the radar a little bit is Max Scherzer. And you can see this article. It seems that his injury is very prominent, and we know I covered it in a video a few days ago. He was dealing with something. We didn't know the severity of it, but you can see this here. Max Scherzer's thumb problem is back. The latest from Scherzer himself and what the Jays do if he needs to miss time. Max Scherzer's right thumb just became one of the most important things in Blue Jays camp. Scherzer has been dealing with soreness recently, and while he was able to face some minor league hitters in a simulated game on Monday, which was today, the real test will come Tuesday and the next day. Scherzer hasn't been recovering well, and once again, the issue is flaring up. My thumb hurts. It hurts to grip the ball. The critical thing I've learned over the years here is that your thumb is absolutely critical to your arm health. Unfortunately, this is what I've been dealing with since 2023. A few more things to go over here, but ladies and gentlemen, we have already started dealing with the injury bug for the Toronto Blue Jays, whether that be Dalton Varsho, whether that be now Max Scherzer. And this is unfortunate on a magnitude of levels. The biggest level being we all just want to see, like, performance aside, team aside, we all just want to see Max Scherzer dominate in a Blue Jays uniform or even just pitch in a Blue Jays uniform. And I'm hoping we still be able to, but this is the same injury he has been dealing with since 2023, and it has flared up today after throwing 50 pitches, and that's not ideal. Fans started reacting. Everybody, my thumb hurts. It hurts to grip the ball. That is not what you want to hear a week away from opening day. It's just not what you want to hear, and it gets even worse. This is the important part. Scherzer has learned over the past 2 seasons that this thumb issue can lead to a far more serious issue. Everything is connected, and one small adjustment to how he's gripping the ball with his thumb can quickly climb up to the forearm. The danger of pitching with this is that you could sustain a shoulder injury, which happened in 2023. It led to a strain of the teres major that landed Scherzer on the IL. Ladies and gentlemen, this changes a lot. Now, tomorrow is going to be the huge day for him surrounding A, how his body recovers, and B, what it means going forward. Because again, the real test will come Tuesday and the next day, depending how his thumb recovers. He threw 50 pitches on Monday. And then now, of course, we know his thumb hurts. It hurts to grip the ball, which is not what you want to see by any means, right? You obviously don't want to see this. And of course, he threw those pitches today. And then right after, he says, once you hit that 50 pitch mark, that's when your thumb starts to hurt and you don't, all these different things. We were hoping for a healthy Max Scherzer this season, right? That's what we wanted. We wanted a healthy Max Scherzer. And was he going to pitch 25, 30 starts? Absolutely not. That's just not going to happen. But what could have happened is the fact that he gives you some dominant outings. We get to see Max Scherzer, a surefire Hall of Famer, in a Toronto Blue Jays uniform. And next step for Scherzer is that's what we're trying to figure out. How he feels over the next 48 hours is crucial. Again, this article is from Keegan Matheson. I recommend you go check it out. If he bounces back before Sunday, then it's possible Scherzer could throw on Saturday or Sunday, either against major league hitters or minor league hitters. That, in a perfect world, could still pull him on track to be ready for his first turn through the rotation. So, again, we can take a bit of a step back here. It is scary to hear him say that his thumb hurts to grip the ball. And regardless, this changes a lot for the Jays because it is clear he's not 100% healthy. Now, how he feels tomorrow and the day after, if he recovers and he's fine, he feels okay, then we're in good shape for him making a start, which we assume will be the 4th turn. And an announcement as well. We have an announcement in this video. José Berríos is going to be the opening day starter. However, that aside, it's going to be Berríos and Gausman. So you assume Scherzer's going to be the 4th man after Chris Bassett. But regardless, this is interesting. He told reporters that the PDC at his minor league game went okay. No problems during the game or after. It's the next day, the recovery, when it reaches that 50-pitch mark. That's when the thumb flares up. Good news is the MRI showed no structural damage. So it's almost like a roller coaster here of emotions because you're going between him saying his thumb hurts a ton, which it does. And then, fans start to worry. We all start to worry. Whether you're a diehard fan, casual fan, you want to see Max Scherzer pitch for the Blue Jays. You start to worry, okay, will he be ready for opening day? Which obviously not opening day. He's not going to be pitching the Thursday, but probably pitching the Sunday or something like that. And there's no structural damage. So this isn't an injury where he's going to miss months and months and months because of whatever it ends up being, like a Tommy John type surgery, anything like that. However, it can lead to more serious injuries. And I think there's a real, chance here that Max Scherzer starts the season on the IL if things continue to go downhill. Now, I'm not going to speculate on how long he's going to miss or if he's going to miss any time. The next few days are crucial. But regardless, this has changed the outlook of the rest of spring training because the focus now has to be on making sure Max Scherzer is healthy. And this is why they stretched out Yariel Rodriguez. But again, he told the media the thumb is giving him problems after the 50 pitch mark. He spoke about how critical the thumb is to the pitcher's health, citing his last 2 seasons, and it hurts to grip the ball. And this has fans up in a little bit of arms here because it is very concerning. Now, the good news is, and we'll dive into it, what the Jays do from here. Let's say he's healthy, then you're good. You keep running the rotation you have, Bowden Francis as your 5, or Max Scherzer as your 5th starter, whatever way. Maybe they push him back a couple days, whatever it ends up being. Maybe they skip his line through the rotation for the first couple to start the season, because we know now that José Berríos is the Jays' opening day starter with Kevin Gausman starting game 2. However, you start to think about what their other options are. What are the other alternatives for this team now if Max Scherzer is not going to be able to pitch for a little bit? That's when it starts to get a little bit interesting. Because again, Max Scherzer last year only pitched 9 games, and before that was dealing with a bit of an injury, 27 games in 2023. If this is going to be the same as or similar, and I don't want to overreact, but you have to, and this is something you always had to think about, whether he was pitching healthy or not. 40-year-old injuries can happen anytime, especially with someone who's been dealing with, lingering injuries. You have to be ready to have next man up, and that's why they've been stretching out Yariel Rodriguez. You look at the bullpen here, and you look at the starting rotation. Berríos, Gausman, Bassett, Scherzer, Francis. That's how I would assume the line would go. You have Yariel Rodriguez, who was the long relief man. He has been stretching out as a starter during spring training. There's a chance they run a 6-man rotation, but if Max Scherzer is going to be out for some time, at least to start the season, Yariel Rodriguez would be the guy who comes up. The problem with that is he has been not very good at all this year. He has been really bad in spring training. Yes, it's only spring training, but we have to go with what we're given, and Yariel has not been good. So he is going to be the man up. It's a little bit scary. Another option, of course, is Jake Bloss. He would be, he's been pitching dominant for the past 2 to 3 starts there in spring training. So that's another one. His past 2 starts, really. So you start to think about now, you have a bunch of options, but none of them are super convincing. And then you start to peruse the trade market, which we'll have another video on as well. Like Dylan Cease, players like that. The Jays might have to maybe make an even bigger push now for one of those guys. They've already been linked to them. Let me know down below what your thoughts are, and let me know how concerned you are about this. We knew health was going to be an issue. His thumb is hurting. It changes the landscape of how they manage the bullpen, how they manage everything, and you could slide Ryan Yarbrough as well into that, long bullpen role. Or he could even try to slide in the starting rotation. I think Yariel is better off for that. Ryan Yarbrough replaces Yariel. Put Yariel up. But let me know down below what your thoughts are on that, because it is going to be very, very interesting. Let me know down below what your thoughts are. One other thing, in case you missed today's game, of course, this injury news came out. We saw a Davis Schneider home run, and we also saw a Bo Bichette bomb. Bring me the regular season, ladies and gentlemen, because it is just around the corner. Bo's hitting bombs, Vlad's hitting bombs, and this team is hopefully set for a great season. That's going to wrap it up. Let me know down below what your thoughts are. Cheers.